Hello, you beautiful legends, and welcome to Blunt Force Healing Podcast. This is episode number 733, as far as I remember correctly, and there's a lot to unpack. So, let's get started. First of all, yesterday, Thursday, we were off completely with the business, so we didn't deploy sauna at all. It was intended because my wife had birthday, and at the same time it happened to be second anniversary of Blunt Force Healing Project. So this podcast and the blog is currently 2 years old, which is amazing to see because I wasn't expecting to go that long. Not because it's difficult or unpleasant or anything like that, but mainly because of my tendency of starting a lot of things and being hyped easily, but then fading into oblivion or just simply dropping stuff after max 30-60 days. And when you look at today's post or title of the post or podcast episode, 733 days, consecutive days without any break, it feels like madness that I was able to do it. But a good part of it is thanks to you, because I can see people reading or watching or listening, and that helps a lot to maintain this habit. So let's get to the further update on Thursday's events. We were thinking about allowing Julian to skip school because we wanted to spend that birthday together. We kind of spend it as a family with Elizabeth. But she planned for something, and the place where we were about to go does not accept any kids or in fact, anyone that is not a legal adult. So it's not just about the kids, but below 18 years old or under 18 years old. So we decided to not skip that day of school because last year we allowed too much and Julian had a lot of absence. So he went to school normally, and we drove straight to the bakery shack in Rosnala because I ordered the cake there. A simple cake, nothing special, but it was based on something that Elizabeth likes to eat there. It's like a roulade with pavlova or meringue and raspberries and cream. So we asked if that can be done in a form of the circular cake, layered cake, and it was great. They delivered that, basically baked it. We picked it up in the morning on Thursday, and it was lovely. And also it was very decently priced because it was a good value for money. We paid, I think, €35, which is not much if you consider cake with quite a short notice, because I think I ordered it 2 days before. So great to see that we can depend on such a place like the Bakery Shack. So after we picked up the cake and took 2 coffees, we drove to the beach, took a couple of pictures as a memory for future. Elizabeth was standing with a cake, and the ocean was in the background. It was beautiful sunny weather. I'm not sure why we came up with that idea because it feels a little bit ridiculous, a person with a cake, on the shoreline, but it will be fun to recall later on. Then we ate a piece of cake, each of us with a coffee. Yes, we took cutlery and some plates with us. And after we ate it, we drove back home. We left everything there, especially the cake, because we didn't want it to melt or whatever, because the weather was very hot. And shortly after, I rang the Finloch, which is the kind of estate or kind of retreat area with bars and restaurant in the forest at the lakeside, not far from us. And Elizabeth already booked us for some retreat or kind of 2-hour session with a spa and hamper, whatever, on 30th of September. But we decided to go there and explore and see if they will allow us to get in, take a look around, like a tour, and see what the estate looks like, and maybe even rent out a kayak and use it there. And they were so nice that even though they were just starting the week, manager made sure that when we arrived, they prepared the kayak while we took a trail, forest trail, and along the lakeside, and had a quick walk, checked what they offer, and yeah, we popped into a kayak and spent about an hour and a half on Loch Earn. We went as far as an island, the nearest island that you can actually get onto, get out of the kayak and explore the island. We didn't, because we didn't have enough time to explore, but we got to the island and back. It's about 20 minutes of kayaking. So we took a couple of pictures and videos and returned with the kayak. The great thing about Finloch is that not only kayaks have cup holders, but there's free coffee there as well, so we could just take coffee with us in reusable cups and just enjoy kayaking and sipping coffee on the lake, which was great. Straight afterwards, we went to reception. It was not expensive. We paid £15 per person, so £30 for that tandem kayak. So we were both together in one kayak. It was pretty enjoyable, lovely weather. Then we drove straight to school, picked up Julian, and the plan was to go to the Railway Tavern in Fahan. But Julian didn't feel good. He was a bit dehydrated. He said that they were running a lot in that weather, and he felt a bit lightheaded and all that. He didn't feel bad, but he thought that over an hour trip, drive to Fahan and then another one back, won't serve him well. So he stayed at home, played a bit of games. He ate the dinner from the day before, the salmon darns that we did with some buckwheat. So very nutritious thing, probably equally or more nutritious than he would eat in the tavern. And we drove there, got an amazing dinner. Elizabeth took the fillet steak as usual. I took my master station burger. It was again lovely. Every time we go there, the quality and food, the freshness of food and preparation is always good. So it's great to have that place where you can depend on. And when we were coming back, we stopped at Manor Cunningham viewpoint, and I did a time lapse of the sunset. I might be able to drop it at some stage, but it's in a vertical video. So I must think about if I will do that as a maybe YouTube short and post it in a blog post. But not today, definitely. So that was pretty much it. We returned home, enjoyed a bit of watching with Julian, and went to bed. The only thing that I wanted to mention is that today was also packed, so I will be updating you about it tomorrow, but a sneak peek. The thing that I was talking about a little bit and was excited about just arrived. It's this small. It's literally like a palm of hand. This is my new drone, our new drone. I already tested it with Julian today, to some extent. It feels great. I will record a separate video while testing it to show you how it behaves, but that's for later, probably the next day or two. We expect to be busy over the weekend, so let me just wrap up. I'm already tired, and tomorrow morning I need to deploy the sauna. So thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great rest of the day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Stay tuned and see you again.